Let's talk about hierarchy of needs, shall we? Well, what is it? It's a bow. Where do you get it? You get it from the Spire of the Watcher dungeon. You get the catalyst from the same dungeon, but you have to kill the final boss on Master. What's it got on it? Well, it's got 3 different things including the catalyst. The first is the exotic perk Guidance Ring. Precision hits and final blows build Guidance Ring energy. Opposing guardian hits grant additional energy. At full charge, hip firing creates a Guidance Ring. Gaining charges works like this. A body shot kill will give you a charge, a headshot will give you a charge, thus a headshot kill will give you 2 charges. One of the great things about this bow is you don't actually have to kill anything enabled to get charges, you just have to hit headshots. Once you have 6 charges, you can fully draw the bow and hip fire it and able to deploy a Guidance Ring, which is this orange ring you see here. Now this is where the second perk comes in, Apollonic Tangent. Firing an arrow through this ring will spawn 2 seeking projectiles along with your initial arrow that do a lot of damage, and they do more damage based on how far the seeker projectiles travel. One thing to mention though is the seeking projectiles do not have infinite range, so you have to be wary of how far you are, obviously, for the most damage, but at a point you just will not hit the target. These seeking projectiles do also have a slight amount of AoE damage whenever they hit a target. So, it's really good for ad clear. Now the catalyst gives it an additional perk. Deploying a guidance ring or striking a target with a seeking projectile improves draw time and reload speed for a moderate duration. And this catalyst is needed to make this bow as good as it is. The reload speed and draw time it's a massive bump, and it makes this bow just skyrocket in terms of effectiveness. Just take a look. You see when I hit a target, I get the buff on the side of my screen, and then I can just let loose and rapid fire. And every single shot is gonna have the damage from my initial arrow and the 2 seeker bolts that just shred through everything. Now, how good is this thing? In my opinion, it is one of the most slept on and one of the most powerful primaries in the game right now. Better than Sunshot, in some cases. Honestly, in my opinion, most cases. Better than Polaris Lance. Considering how good Polaris Lance is, it's kind of crazy talk. But like I said, this is in my opinion, and you'll see from the gameplay that it really does put in a lot of work. You just have to know how to use it. Now, what kind of builds can you use this in? Well, for Warlock, one of my favorite builds to run right now in most content, because it works basically everywhere, it's especially effective in higher end content, is Hierarchy of Needs on Well with Phoenix Protocol. Now, if you don't know how Phoenix Protocol works, basically once you pop your well, kills in your well from yourself and from your allies can refund your super energy up to half of your super energy. With Hierarchy of Needs, obviously you're going to get a lot of kills, so it's going to really skyrocket your super generation. But because Hierarchy does so much damage on its own, in a GM, you can actually have your well back before your well runs out, which is absurd. Provided you're doing enough damage, like you're taking out a barrier champion like I did here, you can have your well back before your well even disappears, which is crazy. And then you can just do the entire loop again, provided there's enough enemies. For hunters, what's really popping off right now in GMs and higher end content is Golden Gun, specifically Celestial Nighthawk. So obviously, Celestial Nighthawk, if you use it, you can have a single shot that is extremely high powered. This can one-shot champs in GMs, so it's really nice for calling out high value targets if you need to get them out of there quickly. But it was recently buffed in this past, I think it was this season, to where precision kills will now give you some of your super energy back. It's like 1% or something like that. Once again, you're going to be getting that bonus super from your precision kills. You're going to be getting bonus super from how much damage you're doing with a bow. So that you're just going to be rolling in your Nighthawks over and over. Not to mention, if you get a kill with your Celestial Nighthawk, you do get some super energy refunded. So it's overall just a really powerful build. And lastly, for Titan, what you want with this is you want Banner of War Titan on Strand, a 1-2 punch shotty with Syntheseps, and then I'm kidding. That's literally, it's whatever. It's busted. You can use that for everything. But if you're on a Titan and you're going to use something else, which you probably won't, then it's Precious Scars is what I chose, because the basically just infinite restoration is for yourself and your allies is really powerful. You're going to be getting that restoration up on every kill. If you pair it with that one thing that I can't remember off the top of my head, you'll get your restoration and your radiance duration extended. So it's really powerful. You can also pair it with like Path of the Burning Steps or a Hollow Fire Heart. Those are both really good options. But if you really want to just go for survivability on a Titan, then Precious Scars is your best bet. So overall, Hierarchy has snuck into one of my top, if not my favorite exotic. It is just so much fun to use, and it's majorly slept on. But anyways, that was Hierarchy. Or it is Hierarchy. Go get it. It's not that hard to get. Just get lucky, LOL. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.